Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Angie from Angie's Loose Crafts here on YouTube and on Instagram. This is my channel about cross stitch. I'm looking at what I've stitched in the last while, and I think it's a mixture of full coverage and non-full coverage. So there's a mix today, and there's also some very obscure charts that I haven't worked on for a while that probably some of you didn't even know that I owned. But I'm a mood stitcher, so whatever I feel like stitching, I stitch. This is a wrap up for May, June, July, and August. What we're in today, what is it, the 11th, 10th? I don't know, one of those days. So we'll say like mid-August. But even though there's that long of a gap, there's not a lot of stitches. For all those months, I have about 10,000 stitches to show because I did 3,991 in May, 3,324 in June, 2,731 in July, and so far in August I have put in 154 stitches, I think. I'm not sure. I might have missed like a day of counting, but so yeah, I've got 10,000 stitches to show you from my last update, which was April, and I have 24 projects. Most projects do not have a lot of progress, I'm going to tell you that, but you know what? I haven't done this in a while, and the reason that I haven't done this in a while is because I don't like recording when people are home and the kids are home for summer. So yeah, but today they are off at their grandparents. The Rents came and picked them up yesterday, and they're there until Wednesday. So I was like, you know what, this is a good time to like get an update out, because if I don't do it today and I wait until they go back to school, which I mean isn't really that much longer, but if I wait that long, then I might not want to do it. So that's what we're doing. I hope the lighting is okay. It's earlier in the morning than I normally do these. Like I think it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't normally do anything at 8 o'clock in the morning, honestly. I am still in bed reading and like trying to wake up. But I've got my coffee. Oh, you have to see this. Oh, hold on. It's a really big mug, but I've got my coffee. And if you know anything about me, you know that Groot is one of my favorite characters. My son found that for me at Winners for like $10, and if you try to get that mug on Amazon, it's like $65. So that was a win. I love that mug. It holds like a lot of coffee. So I've got my coffee, so I should be good to go here, you would think. I don't have this really organized. I'm not planning on using my book. Usually I go in like order of my book. I don't feel like doing that. So I just wrote down quick little thing on here. So I'm going with chronologically how I worked on them. So this is going to be a very different order if you've ever watched my videos. I have, let's see here, quite the stack to go through. And as you can see, they are a lot of like fancy fabric, meaning non-full coverage. So I was just, like I said, just stitching what I wanted to stitch. And I also got out my charts. I also got out my kits, which some of them, yeah, I haven't worked on for a while. So enough of all that. You don't want to know that. If you're just here for that cross stitch, great. Let's get started. Okay. Sorry, anyways. Okay. So the first thing I pulled out I guess we're going to May. So this will be May, June, July, and halfway through August. My first chart is The Cross by Thomas Kincaid, charted by Candamar Designs. You can see it's been a while since I worked on this one. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And I put in 133 stitches, so this is what it looks like now. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I'm not going to, since it's been so long, I might not remember what I worked on, but I think this is what's new. I love this project, but honestly, it still just looks like blobs of color. And I'm avoiding this middle section because it has like that, what's it called? That really shiny stuff that the Kincaid kits have. What is it? Filament, something kind of filament. I don't know. Anyways, I'm avoiding it. So that's why I'm back over there. So yeah, 133 stitches, not a lot. You're gonna hear me say that about a lot of these, but some of them are more obvious of where the progress happened. So, all right, this next piece, this is the one that's probably got the most progress out of everything. This is my sister's piece. I put a lot of work into it in May. And this is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I added 2,883 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. Oh yeah, we got some crazy hoop marks on it, but I don't iron anything, so you'll just have to imagine what it looks like here. But oh wow, what is that? Okay, here we go. You can tell where I worked on it because of the hoop marks, but I was really concentrating on this area right in here. Those hoop marks will come out, just so you know. That I was concentrating in, maybe a little bit up here, and I was working on some of this background as well. Yeah. So that's this one. And this one is at, I got it to 9.68. I really wanted to get it to 10%, but I did a lot of it in May, and I didn't pick it up again after. I don't think. I think most of that was all May. So yeah, it will get done. I think the last video there I was talking about, like, I needed to do 45,000 stitches a year on it and 100 and something stitches per day. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't know why I bother saying anything like that. I don't do goals. I don't do goals. I don't do anything like that. I just stitch. That's it. So yeah, almost 3,000 stitches on that one. But okay, and next up is the Lord's Prayer. This is by Anne Makes Things on Instagram. She also has a website, and it's a free pattern. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 194 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. This is on 28 count 1/1 full cross, I think. It's tiny, but I like it. What did I do? I think I worked on the father, and like I worked on the words. I'm sure it's pretty obvious what I worked on, but it's like a blue even weave, or Lugana. And yeah, I don't think I've pulled out that one in quite a while. It's not a huge piece, but that doesn't matter. Okay, next is Bird Garden. This is by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Mini Bird Garden. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 209 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. I think, oh, I think this is the time that I made it to the bottom of the page of the piece. So this is the bottom. I think I worked on this little bird here, and maybe I kind of work on a diagonal per page. So somewhere in there I worked, and the bird, and kind of moseyed down here to get to the very bottom. So this one is at, oh, and I made it to 18%. It's actually at 18.18%. So yeah, that is that one. This is just regular color. I love this one. It's one of my full coverages that are the farthest along. It's also one of my oldest full coverages. It should have more work, but that's okay. Next up is Nomies. This is charted by Kaylee from Kaylee Tent Stitch. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it, and I added a whopping 73 stitches. This is what it looks like now. I am still just working in the hair beard area. It's lots of confetti. Can you see that? Oh, you can. You can tell all the different mixture of colors there. That's where I'm working. This one should really be done. Maybe, no, I'm not even saying it. It's, oh, what percentage? Oh, I don't have it with me. I think it's over 50%. I don't know why I don't have that written down, but anyways. It still has a ways to go. All right, next up is Daydream Sea Turtles. This is by Sheena Pike, charted by Charting Creations. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is the normal size. I don't know, there's a large size and a normal size. This is the normal size. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 454 stitches. This is what it looks like now. And hold on. I do this every time. There's so much fabric. Let's just zoom in a little. All right, here we go. I worked, good question. Oh, I think I was trying to finish off a page. Like this right here is a page, I think. And I think I was just kind of going from the corner of the page and just trying to fill in. So I think there's still a lot of ninja stitches throughout here. So I was, working on background, which was block stitching, but then there was lots of fill in. So it probably doesn't look like I put in 400 stitches, but I promise I did. I think there were a lot in that flower too. So yeah, and this one, I made it to 10%. So there you go, Rosie. I finished that challenge. There we go. Okay, next up, this one hasn't been worked on for a while. This is Bonded by the Rain, mini Bonded by the Rain by Leonid Afromov, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, I'm pretty sure. This is what it looked like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it, and I added 146 stitches. This is what it looks like now, and the reason I stopped at those stitches was because I was just trying to get it to 10%. So I don't know, I'm kind of working on a diagonal, so I assume I worked somewhere in there. So yeah, this one is finally at 10%. It's really colorful. This used to be my like rainy day piece, but we had a lot of rain and I did not work on it, so I don't know. I think we had more rain this summer than like decent weather. We either went through rain and thunderstorms and just blah, or it was ridiculously hot, like 30s and higher. And we don't have AC in our house, so at nighttime, sometimes our house would be like 28, 29. So yeah, it was kind of rough. I'm trying to sleep sometimes. So, anyways, my point is, we had lots of rain. You know that if I was actually working on that as like a rainy day project, it probably would be done, but I didn't. So that's obviously an exaggeration, but my point is, we had lots of rain and I didn't work on it. Okay, this is Home is Where the Plants Die by Pursuit of Happy Stitches. This is what it'll look like when it's done. I put in 84 stitches. I think this might have been like a wheel spin. Like I was just couldn't decide one day and just had all my projects. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. My humidifier went on and you don't want to hear that. Okay, what was I saying? Home is where the plants die. Oh, right. I have all my projects on a wheel, and sometimes when I can't decide, I just spin. I think I have 55 whips, I think. So this one got 84. Did I show where it was last time? I don't know, but this is what it looks like now. So I think I just finished off the word home. Just that H maybe? I don't know. I think that's what it is. I am not sure about this project. This project has a lot of fractionals and like weird, like squished stitches. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, but and I'm just avoiding all of that, but then I would just be doing the words. So I don't know. This might be a UFO at some point because I don't see myself ever actually finishing it. As much as I like what it says and I would like to have it hanging up in my house, I'm not really sure I want to actually stitch it. If somebody else wants to stitch it for me, that would be great. Okay, so that's that one. All right, this is my Guardians piece. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This got 51 stitches. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. This is on blue or navy blue 14 count Aida, and it is huge, like ridiculously huge. Am I ever going to finish it? Probably not. But am I going to keep working on it? A little bit. I can't even find, oh, I can't even find my piece, like where I'm working on it because it is so tiny. Okay, did I show you what it looked like the last time? You're probably not going to notice much difference, but here it is. I am working on the top of Groot's, like the very, very peak of Groot's head. I think this is the the new stuff. There's actually a lot of colors in there. You might not be able to tell. So yeah, that's my Guardians of the Galaxy piece. It is in Pattern Keeper, but I don't know the percentage because for some reason when it went into Pattern Keeper, it did the pattern like twice, like underneath each other. So the percentage is for like the two patterns. So it's not even worth mentioning. Anyways, that is that one. All right. Apparently, I was really on a non-full coverage kick right here because this is another one. This is a piece that I'm doing for my mother-in-law. Lavender Wreath by Light Unicorn Designs. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is on 16 count. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. This is on 16 count fabric winter something. What is it? Oh, Winter's Dream. 16 count. This is by the sewingshop.ca, Kaylee from Kaylee Tent Stitch. And this is what it looks like now. I am pretty sure that all my new stitches are in. That's not a very good way of showing you. I think all my new stitches were over here. And I don't have a percentage of this one either because it counts all the white, and I'm obviously not stitching a solid white background when I have this pretty fabric. So it's not far enough along. That's basically it. All right. This is Hogsmeade by Country Magic Stitch. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 431 stitches. This is what it looks like now. I am at 44.19%, and I think all my new stitches are in there somewhere. So yeah, I'm making this for my oldest because at one time he did like Harry Potter, which he still does, but he also likes Lord of the Rings. So he decided that I didn't need to do the whole set of these because I think I have 3 of them. There's 4 in the set, but I think I only have the 3. And he said he would rather me do one instead of doing all 3 of the Harry Potter, to do this one and then one of the Lord of the Rings. So sure, I can attempt to do that. I can start that for him. Whether or not it'll ever get finished, that is a different story. All right. Next up is, oh, this is, I don't have my actual thing. This is The Beaver by Cottage Garden Samplings. I'll just put up a picture because I don't have it with me right now. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 382 stitches. You should be able to see a difference. Sorry, this one shares fabric with another piece, so here is what it looks like now. I am pretty sure, like, I was filling in that color, maybe? I don't know. But there you go. I really like these cottage garden sampling pieces. I have a lot of them. A lot. Well, no, that's not true. I don't have a lot. I have, well, actually, I just, okay. Since we're talking about it, I just bought, I haven't bought like anything this year, but I saw these 2 and I had to have them. I bought the hedgehog because my kids, since like they were little, have been obsessed with, like, when Jacob was little, he was obsessed with hedgehogs. He collected them. Then Lucas, he loved hedgehogs and he collected them. Jacob obviously doesn't, he's going into high school. He doesn't care about hedgehogs very much anymore, but it just reminds me of them, and also it's really cute. I mean, I like hedgehogs. I also really like cardinals. We don't get them here, and red's my favorite color, and la la la. I just always like them. So I got this one too, and the floss that goes with them. That's the only purchase that I have for like all year, actually. So there you go, little sneak peek into that. Okay, what is next? Okay, This is He Is Risen by Donna Gelsinger, charted by, oh, the mini, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is what it looked like. Oh, no, this is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 167 stitches. This is what it looks like now. I am not sure why I only did 167 stitches or where those stitches even are. I'm wondering if maybe, did I start back up here and this one's really good if you just want some fast stitching because the background's only a few colors and it's 10 stitch, 25 count. So like if you're looking for some blocks, well, not quite block, but some easier stitching, I might have just, that's what I was craving that day. I don't know, but there you have it. I don't have my percentage. I don't even have my thing here. I don't know. I have on my sheet, I wrote some percentages, but I'm thinking they were just the ones that were like milestones kind of thing. So whatever, it's a percent. I'm pretty sure it's at least 10%. I think I got to 10% on that one. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, another cottage garden sampling. This is the Hobbit house. This is what it'll look like when it's done. I guess this was kind of like the one that I was doing for my son too, because it's the Hobbit, you know, kind of. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I probably have not shown this one in a really long time, but I added 120 stitches. This is what it looks like now. I think, I don't know if you can see it, but I think it was just the green that I was adding. I'm like really close to running out of this one fancy specialty floss. So that's why I kind of like was trying to get it all done so that it was spread out, and if I had to use a different color, it wouldn't look really weird with just like all the variegated in one area and then not variegated in another. So I think I'm almost finished with this color, but that's why, if you're wondering why I stitched it that way, that was my reasoning for that. But apparently I didn't want to do that the one day. I wanted to do just a normal DMC, and that was the green. It's not really showing up green, but in person you can tell that that is green. So this is on 14 count. So it's going to be pretty big. No percentage on that. All right, another non-full coverage. This is the Arctic Animals Mystery Stitch from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is what it'll look like when it's done. Not a mystery anymore because it's like, you know, they're already doing, actually I think they've done like 2 mystery sales since this one, but this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I don't know, I think this might be the one that I don't have a before picture of, but I'll see what I can find. I added 321 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. This is a fabric, again, by Kaylee. I think pretty much all my non-full coverages are on Kaylee's fabric. I love her fabric. I was working in there, I think I finished that little vole, and I finished all the stuff from this is clue 1. This is clue 2. So yeah, I finished clue 2 before clue 1, and that little Arctic fox looks a little weird. But my problem with this one is it's not in Pattern Keeper, and I don't have it printed off, so I'm just kind of like, I just have it as like a PDF on my phone, and I just like blow it up, and so it's a lot of counting and making mistakes, and I know there's probably got to be an easier way to do it, but I don't do it that way. That's it. All right, next up This is Cafe by the Sea. This is a dimensions kit, and this is what it, weird way of doing it. This is what it looks like. It's not a gold, so a lot of that the sky up there isn't stitched. Oh, what was that sound? It's my coffee pot. Okay, I added, nope, this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 256 stitches, which I do not remember doing, so this is what it looks like now. Oh yeah, I think I just was filling in. I'm trying to work my way to the top, but I think I ended up just filling in some of this one. This one has a lot of blends. So, not a lot done, but it's something. All right, this, oh, I don't have the paper for this one either. This is Strawberry Fields by Blackbird Designs. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I've added 771 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. This is the same fabric that the beaver is on, and it is 16 count Heartland by Picture This Plus, I believe. I don't think it's 18, I think it's 16. This one is so much fun to work on. I love it. What did I do? I don't know. I'm trying to think. 700 stitches, you would think. I must have, I don't know, is that one, this came in? I've worked a little bit here, and I've definitely worked up here and finished this crow. Dark crows. And that must have been when this one. Anyways, it's, I don't know what the percentage is, but it doesn't have a lot left. Like on this side, I've already done this big piece, and so we've got like the border and a few little things, but this one I am stitching using all the called for floss, which are absolutely marvelous to work with. I like them a lot. It's very fun stitching on that one. Okay. This one, I don't think I have a finished piece. This is the Crochet Go-Go like free house charts. I'm stitching these with Allie, and we've started I think 3 of them, but I don't know. And I might have a before picture, but I just worked on it one day, so I'll just pretend that there's gonna be a house here, and then this flower and butterfly are mirrored on the other side, and it says spring across it, and there's some bird. Yeah, this right here is a bird. Anyways, I don't even have how many stitches I did. I don't know, but I thought I would share it anyways, because why not? I don't count my stitches on those ones. I don't know why. All right, moving along. This is Turquoise by Carolyn Manning Designs. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. This is the last of the birthstones that I need to do for our family. And once I get that done, once I get this one done, then I can actually hang up the rest of them. And so, yeah, this is for my youngest son. He's a December birthday. 652 stitches. I'm looking at this trying to figure out what way this goes, but I think it's this way. Look at those colors. Love it. This is the small, if you're wondering. Yeah, obviously. so it's like a 6,500 piece, I think. So it's at 22.01%. My legs are falling asleep. Yeah. So I need to get going on that one. All right. This is Hot Air Balloon Sunrise by Lars Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is the max color, just the regular. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I have added 473 stitches, and I made it to 2%. Well, that seems weird. I'm almost sure that I said that I made this to 2% the last video. Anyways, here it is now. I mean, it's at 2.17%, so maybe I did actually make it to 2% the last video, which means that I have not worked on it that much. Anyways, I think, I know last time I did a lot of the blue, and I think this time I was just filling in that balloon. I'm doing this by page and then diagonal. Yeah, something. I don't know. I'm kind of doing it just by the page, so I think this is the bottom of the page. I mean, I'm feathering a little bit, but like that's basically the page. So yeah, lots of color changes in this one. I keep forgetting all my non-full coverage that I have the like pamphlets for them. But this is the Day by Plum Street Samplers. This was my newest start. My March. I started it in March. I have not started anything new since then. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I have added 408 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. So this is on 18 count vintage country mocha 1/1 full cross. I finished that little bee. It is so tiny, but I think you can tell it's a bee. And then I finally got started on the house. Oh, and I don't know if last time if I had that sun completely finished, but anyways, this one I am also doing all the called for thread, which again is so nice to work with. Okay, I've got only 4 more left to go. This is Blanket Fort by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 329 stitches. Okay, hold on. This is what it looks like now. Let me just think for a second of where I worked. Yes, I'm a Parker, and that's not going to change. I think this time I concentrated more in the aquarium and like, hold on. This is my largest piece. I don't know how you guys do it with those supersized pieces, because this is not a supersized. I think I filled in more of the aquarium and this like corner right here, the candle and like all that kind of stuff, and maybe a little bit up there. I think that's the area that I was working on this time. My little scuba guy there. So yeah, this one's got a ways to go. I think it's at 5%. I'm not sure. It is one of my favorites. That doesn't really say much though if it's only, I don't work on it that much, but all right. This is God Shed His Grace, the Medium by Abraham Hunter, charted by Artisy. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. I added 281 stitches, and this is what it looks like now. I saw somebody on Instagram not that long ago that's finished this, and it is gorgeous. I am not even close. I don't even think I'm at 10%. I believe yes, I think I worked in this area. Normally I was working on a diagonal, but for some reason I wanted to connect the sky and the tree together. I don't know, there was a big gap there and I wanted there not to be a gap. So I was going back and forth between background again and filling in that tree. This is on 18 count 2/1 full cross, and it is slow stitching. And it doesn't come out nearly enough. But I'm sure you have seen it many times. All right. This is my Coffee Sloth by Sheena Pike, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, but it's retired. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. This is a really old whip. It's, I think, my oldest full coverage, although it's not really full coverage, but you know, whatever. This is what it looks like now. So, I added 1,004 stitches and got it to 80%. During 24 hours of cross stitch, I wasn't participating in that, but I decided to try and get, my goal was to try and get 1,000 stitches in the weekend on this one, which apparently it takes me a long time to get 1,000 stitches because I think it took me, I think it was Monday or Tuesday before I actually got the 1,000 stitches. But where I worked was definitely like this, and you can't tell, but there's a lot of like little tiny stitches that make his hair, her hair, stick up there, and those are all so I did a lot of that as well. Also, this is all white that was filled in, and I did a bunch of this fill in too, so it doesn't look like 1,000 stitches, but I'm telling you, it was. I might have, I don't know if this was before, but I did at one recently work on filling in this. Chad requested this piece and he requested that cup. So I don't know if that must have been this time. So that was part of the 1,000 stitches as well. So yeah, 80%. It's getting there. But I think I started that one it was a birthday start, so it was March of 2021, I think. I don't know. It was before. Okay. Of course, I have like one project left to show, and my phone just starts to do weird things. But I don't even know what I was talking about. It's probably not important. I know it had something to do with Coffee Sloth. Nope. Completely. What was I even talking about? It's like it was like a second ago. I don't know. Oh well. It's Obviously not important. Okay, so this is my last project. This is Gilmore Girls, but Stitch area. Yes, that's what it was. Gilmore Girls reminds me of fall, and I am tired of summer, of the rain or the really really hot weather. Like I'm done. I'm a fall girl, and so I just wanted to work on my Gilmore Girls project. So that's that's why this came out. This is what it'll look like when it's done, and this is what it'll look like the last time you saw it. I haven't worked on this in a really long time. I added, it says 154 stitches, but I think, here it is. I think that I just forgot to do everything because this is where I was working. Hold on. I wanted to finish this motif before I actually put it away, but there's a lot of stitches there. And I feel like there's more than 154 stitches I stitched, but I don't know, whatever. That's what I marked down. So this is really easy stitch, 2 colors. And if you get the black in, then you're just doing block stitching. So I was working on this while I was listening to my sermons and stuff. So really easy stitching, but this one is in Pattern Keeper, but I didn't write the percent. I know it's over 25%. This is on 14 count, 2/1, full cross. I imagine it'll come back out in the cooler months in September, October, November. Who am I kidding? We don't get that much of a fall weather. We'll have snow before November. But anyways, that is all my projects. I wish I could remember what I was talking about before I turned the thing off. I don't know, whatever. If you've lasted this long, thank you so much for sticking around. Life updates. I don't really have a whole lot. We've just been Chad took a week off, so that was nice. We got some hiking in and some water activities in. Um, we started watching the Marvel movies with the boys. We were originally going to start, because I'm very much like a start at the beginning and like chronologically work through things. I'm the same way with like reading. If I start a series, I like it has to be the beginning of the series and all that stuff. So we were going to do like the like start from the beginning, but we watched the first Iron Man, and Lucas, my 12 and a half year old, he turns 13 in December. He did not like Iron Man. He's like, I almost puked at that part. So anyway, so he left, and the rest of us watched that one, and then we decided that maybe we would skip to like the actual Avengers movies. So we watched a few of them, and we watched the first Guardians, which, yeah, their only complaint was that there was a lot of swearing, which the Guardians does have a little bit more than the other ones, so that's unfortunate. But the Guardians are my favorite, obviously, Groot. So now at least they understand why he's my favorite. I mean, they know lots about Marvel from like cartoons and stuff, but they've never actually watched the like movies. So that's been fun. We went to an air show. We went to, I don't know, lots of little things around here. Oh, soccer went really long because my oldest, they made it to provincials, so that was like a 4 hour drive, and yeah, so that really stretched out the soccer season. We weren't done until mid-July, which, so that kept us busy. I don't know what else. Just, yeah, normal summer things. That's all I got. Sorry, I forgot to say goodbye to you before I told you my life updates, but there wasn't really much there. So thank you so much for sticking around. I don't know how many times I've said that. Honestly, I need to do better outros. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, please leave them in the comments. I will get back to you. I always respond to comments. I like talking to people in the comments section. I don't know when I'll be back, but it probably shouldn't be as long because the boys, Lucas starts school August 31st, which is just weird to me because usually it was always like after Labor Day weekend. And so it feels really early. We went and got their school shopping done last weekend. But yeah, so he starts the 31st and Jacob starts the first day of high school. Really weird. Lucas's first day of junior high. Odd. I don't know. Whatever. I don't have anything else to say. So yeah, hopefully I will be back the end of August, if not like beginning of September or something like that. I have kind of been posting on Instagram. I'll try to get better at that, but you can follow me over there as well. But yeah, so that's all I've got. Thanks for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.